Here's a theory: none of the Marvel Disney Plus shows will be required viewing to understand any of the films. It's important to note that this was also the case with the Defenders-verse shows and Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. However, unlike those shows, which kind of weren't acknowledged by the films at all, I think the Marvel Phase 4 films are built in a way that, if you've watched the shows, you'll get a deeper meaning and a deeper understanding of them and the larger MCU universe as a whole. For example, you don't have to watch WandaVision to understand Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. In fact, the Multiverse of Madness kind of contradicts a lot of stuff that happened in WandaVision. It does have an excuse for it, though, because Wanda is kind of possessed by the Darkhold in that film, which is making her do evil things. Even though, I think it's just an excuse for bad writing, and the fact that Sam Raimi wanted a villain, and Wanda was his villain. Similarly, you don't really need to see Loki Season 1 to understand all the multiverse stuff happening in your Multiverse of Madness and Spider-Man No Way Home, but if you've seen it, it's going to heighten your understanding of kind of what's going on in the MCU at a cosmic level. You'll understand that, hey, this multiverse stuff is happening because of Loki and Sylvie in that show. And then you have, a show like Falcon and Winter Soldier, which serves as, a way to kind of focus on, how the blip and the snap affected everyday people. I mean, because the villains of that show, they're people who were kind of left behind by the blip and the snap. Ms. Marvel recently introduced the idea of mutants into the MCU, but I don't think you're going to have to watch all of that show just, to understand what the X-Men are when they come into the MCU. By kind of employing the strategy where casual fans who didn't watch the shows can still jump in, but people who watch the shows have this kind of deeper understanding of the material, it allows them to kind of play both sides of things, by kind of giving the hardcore fans what they want, while also making movies that anybody